this wonderful and exciting series of mine, Rewire Your Mind for Growth. It's a wonderful series of videos Yes, rewiring your mind for growth is the process of continuously changing your thought patterns and habits to foster a more resilient, adaptive, and positive mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your intelligence, abilities, and talents are not fixed traits, but can be developed through dedication, hard work, and persistence, viewing challenges as chances to learn. In this case, you see mistakes as valuable feedback for improvement. This leads to love for learning and greater resilience. A growth mindset is about you changing the way you see yourself. It helps you to see yourself better. So I met someone in one of my videos, and then I was asking questions. And then she says criticism has hindered her in so many ways from doing things that she set out. What if I told you that the difference between people who grow and people who stay stuck is not talent, intelligence, or background? It is mindset. Let's start simple. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world and yourself.
Mindset is everything. Change your mindset, change your life.
Understanding that your growth mindset matters is the first step towards realizing your full potential. Welcome to a series titled Rewire Your Mind for Growth, and each video builds into the next.
A growth mindset shapes what you believe about your abilities, how you respond to challenges, whether you push forward or give up. You know, some people feel, oh, they're too old to learn anything. That's fixed mindset, actually. And they feel, well, what do you want to teach an old man like me or an old woman like me? I can't really learn anything much. Such a person would say, I can't really change. What do you want me to change to? Where do you want me to start from? You know, such a person says, well, if I fail, it means I'm not good enough. And if I don't fail, if I succeed, it means I'm smart. Your mindset matters a lot in several ways. For instance, this scenario, two people face the same challenge. One says, this is too difficult for me, I can't do it. Yeah, and the other person says, well, this is difficult, but what can I do? How can I learn? What do I do to achieve what I want to achieve? So in this case, mindset, your mindset is very important. It shapes how you see things and what you do about it. It's not what you face that determines how far you grow, but it's how you respond to it.
The climb may be tough, but the view from the top makes every step worth it. Keep pushing your limits.
A fixed mindset gives excuses, prefers comfort zone, but the growth mindset is resilient and pushes forward. It's all about resilience, creativity, desire for growth, willingness to learn in every way. When you shift into a growth mindset, you stop asking whether you're good enough, but you start saying, how can I get better? You're always willing to learn, always wanting to know how to get better. It doesn't mean that growth mindset people always feel confident, but they just choose to keep growing anyway. That's the difference. One thing is that growth mindset people know that success isn't about being perfect. It's about the willingness to grow, keep growing. So how do you measure whether you're growing? I want you to change your focus. Ask yourself, am I getting better? Measure your growth. Learn to see failure as feedback. Failure means you really have things you need to learn. Failure doesn't show that you cannot learn. You can always relearn whatever you need to learn better. You need to be patient with yourself. Growth is a process. Remember this, your mind is a very powerful tool. And when you renew it, your life follows. I want you to begin a new chapter, a growth mindset chapter in your life. And let's see how far. Let me know in the comments. If this episode inspired you, like, comment, share with your friends and family, neighbors, colleagues, and of course, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do that. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Welcome to a series titled Rewire Your Mind for Growth, and each video builds into the next.
Your brain is like a garden. What you dwell on affects your thinking and invariably affects the outcome of your actions. Your thoughts are the blueprint of your life. Think about it. The role of positive affirmations in our lives is for us to be able to will ourselves, psych ourselves, engineer our thoughts into positive thinking and staying positive. Your thoughts shape your reality indeed. You're welcome to another wonderful episode of this series, Rewire Your Mind for Growth. Point of discourse in this episode is how your thoughts create your life. We're also going to deal with practical steps on how to take control of your mind. So therefore, by the end of this video, you're going to understand why changing your thoughts and making it positive affects everything. For instance, in the face of fear, you tell yourself, I am strong, I can do this. You build confidence. You will yourself to be able to have that strong mindset, to be able to achieve that which you have proposed. Your thoughts lead to feelings, and feelings lead to actions, and then actions bring about the result. So severally, you must have heard where someone is told, stop thinking negative thoughts. Tell yourself, instead of saying I'm a failure or I can't do this, or tell yourself I can learn, I'm willing to learn. Let me tell you this very short story about two people. Both were told what they will become when they grow up. All right? One was told he is going to be successful when he grows up. The other person was told, don't bother, no matter what you do, you can never be successful. Okay, so years passed, they were growing up. Talking about mindsets, the one that was told he's going to be successful, what did he do? He told himself, well, since they said he was going to be successful, what does he need to do? He relaxed. He stopped trying. The other one that was told he should not bother about success because failure is his fate, he refused to accept that. So growing up, he went far. He went into a far place and decided to work hard. He decided to learn a skill. He decided to start farming. He decided to learn a trade. Yes, he became successful. But the other one who was told he was going to be successful no matter what, who did not try, he did not make any effort because he was just told he was going to be successful. Famine came and hit the place where he was. And then he needed to start begging, he needed to sell everything he had, and he became poor. The other one that was told he was going to be poor no matter what he does became rich. He became successful. Why? Because when famine came, people started buying his products. What did we learn from that story? Mindset matters. Your thoughts produce the feelings, and feelings produce the outcome of your actions. What you tell yourself every day matters a lot because it determines your actions, which invariably determines the outcome. Your inner thoughts or inner dialogue is either your enemy or your ally. Take notice of any fear that crosses your mind, any fearful thoughts, and challenge it right away. Get rid of toxic thoughts, all those thoughts that tell you you can't do it, or are you better than those who have failed? Just challenge such thoughts. Don't entertain such toxic thoughts. Visualize the life you want. Always keep your focus and make sure that whatever is negative in your mind or that crosses your mind, you eradicate it right away. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Get rid of toxic environment and circle of friends. When you take control of your thoughts, your confidence rises. Your decisions improve. You handle setbacks better. Your mind then begins to work for you instead of against you. You begin to attract opportunities. Remember, it's actually not about being perfect in thinking. Rather, it's about training your mind to think the positive. Therefore, endeavor to train your mind to think the positive daily. Growth is a process, not an event. If this video inspired you, like it, comment, share it with someone who needs it. If you're yet to subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation, go ahead and do that. Turn on the notification button so that whenever there is any new video on mindset growth or mindset coaching, you will be the first one to see it. Comment, I choose empowering thoughts. I'll see you in the comments. I read every comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode, episode 3, Overcoming Fear, Doubt, and Limiting Beliefs. Your mind is very powerful. When you control your thoughts, you control your life. You choose the direction for your life to follow. Even the Bible says fear is torment. Thinking about certain things that have been heading you down in the form of fear is scary enough. So what do? You need to brace up yourself. Many people in a lot of ways have been prevented from doing one or two things which they ought to do due to unbelief or doubt or fear. You are most welcome to this new episode of the series Rewire Your Mind for Growth. In this new episode, we shall be treating overcoming fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs. These are those whispering thoughts to your mind, all those negative things that produce fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs. You're welcome. Your mindset matters. A lot of people are not held back from doing whatever they ought to do in order for them to achieve their personal growth, but it's their mindset holding them back. A positive mindset is that mindset that is always willing to learn, always ready to try new things, always wanting to know better. So, if your mindset is positive, it will encourage you to do things that will enable you to grow. So, if your mind is always about, don't try this, oh, you're new, are you sure you're going to succeed, and things like that. All those things you want to try, you need to learn, and your mind is always discouraging you, watch out. Okay, let's look at it this way. Everyone that have been known to be successful in one area of their lives or the other have at some point been fearful. They have been afraid, but they still continued anyway. Fear isn't always the enemy. Fear is a way that your mind has devised to protect you from the unknown. But then fear becomes a problem the moment it starts to prevent you from growing. You know, fear says, don't try it. You might fail. Don't speak. You might sound silly. Keep quiet so that they don't shut you up. This fear of failure makes a lot of people give excuse oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm so afraid, this and that. A lot of people use their whole life nursing failure. Look at it this way. If fear was good, except those things that advances someone's growth. Look at it. Fear definitely is not a good thing. If you keep listening to fear, you will never get to achieve anything in your life. So now you better start to shut it off. The only way to overcome fear by taking action while it's still there. Action shrinks fear. Avoidance feeds it. For instance, a child is afraid of darkness. Darkness isn't the problem, but what is in the mind of the child about the darkness. That is how most of us live, trapped not by reality, but by scary imaginations. And the brother of fear is doubt. It sounds like, can you really do this? You know, it sounds reasonable. Questions your ability. You know, it even sounds like wisdom. And then you begin to think, but guess what? That is fear dressed like logic. Doubt always says things like, what if it doesn't work? Rarely will it ask, what if it does? You are the one that should counter it and says, what if it does work? Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. You know, failure gives you feedback, gives you improvement, even creates resilience. But doubt stops the journey before it starts. Most people are not failing. They are just not starting what will help them to grow in life. Limiting beliefs, this is that invisible prison that we lock ourselves. These are the quiet sentences you repeat inside your mind, often without realizing it. So it goes like, I'm not smart enough, I'm too old, it's not for people like me, I'm not just got out for things like this, I've tried before, keep going on, this is just who I am, people like me don't succeed in this kind of things, and on like that. Those kind of things come from past experiences, like criticism, upbringing, past failures, trauma, comparison. But guess what? Your mind is powerful, and you can work over it. Just because you think it doesn't give it power over you. It is what you do, how you react to it, that determines what you achieve. It's high time you stopped carrying that story. So right now, the way forward is to stop and drop those old stories and question it. Ask yourself, who said I cannot succeed? Who gave me this story? Where did it come from? Why am I carrying it all these years? Does this story help my life to move forward? And if, while asking yourself, the answer is no, then it's high time you stopped carrying the story. Use these following mindset shifts. Name it. Don't hide it. Why? Because you cannot fight what you don't acknowledge. Name it. I'm afraid of failing. I don't believe I'm capable of success. I doubt myself. I am afraid of failing. When you name it, you strip it of power. Replace the story. Instead of I can't do it, why not say I'm willing to learn? Instead of what if I fail, you can say, what if this is what would make the story of my life to change for better? Take small, bold actions. So where you procrastinate, I'll do it tomorrow. No, get up and do it right now. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving and doing it anyway. Do it scared. Do it unsure. Do it learning as you go. Small actions build confidence, and confidence weakens fear. Surround yourself with growth. Your environment will do one of these to you. Either it nourishes your belief or it destroys it. Go around growth conversations, people that stretch you, contents that build growth mindsets, the voices that encourage you. Your mind blooms where it is planted. Build a promise-keeping habit. A very big cure to self-doubt is keep the promises you make to yourself. The reason is every time you keep a promise that you have given to yourself, your mind tells you, I can trust you. And that trust produces confidence. Simple affirmations. I am not my peers. I am not a failure. I'm not my past. I am learning to achieve my growth and development. I am becoming stronger. I am growing. I am learning. Tell this new story to yourself every day. Make it a habit. First thing when you wake up or the last thing before you go to bed. Thank you for watching. If this episode has inspired you, like it, comment, share it with friends and family. If you are yet to subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation, go ahead and hit the notification button for more videos on mindset growth. Remember this, don't overcome fear by waiting for it to go away. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of our series, Rewire Your Mind for Growth. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ever happened to you where you feel like doing something regularly, but if you're consistent, then this episode is for you. Discipline isn't about being harsh on it is about training your mind to show up, even theirs. You are most welcome to the third episode of the Rewire Your Mind for Growth series. How have you enjoyed the previous episodes? Not to worry, if you have missed the previous, it's on the channel. Subscribe and the previous episodes 1 to 3. Welcome to episode 4. Today, I'm going to share practical ways to build discipline. Not temporary motivation, but discipline that lasts. This for a fact. Discipline isn't a personality trait. It's a skill, and skills can be trained. Discipline is something you build over time. Some small things you do to gain momentum so you get what you're actually working to. Why do people fail? People fail when they to achieve a whole lot all at once. Discipline grows through small promises that you keep. For instance, instead of saying, I will do this every hour, I'll do this for 5 minutes. Instead of 10 tasks that you want to do all at once, why don't you start with one? Doing that one task that you can do, when your brain learns that you keep your word, discipline starts to grow. Small wins rewire your mind. Small wins encourage your mind that you are able to achieve growth and discipline. Discipline dies in too many choices. When you have once, confusion sets in. Remove decision fatigue. So this is how to do it. Same workout time, same time. Have a routine. Discipline thrives on routine, not willpower. The fewer choices you make helps you to achieve regular routine. When there are too many tasks to do, then confusion. Build your environment so that you can easily achieve discipline. For instance, if you have to skip or maybe regular jogging first thing in the morning, you make your environment conducive for whatever routine you're planning to achieve. For instance, if your goal is to read for the first 10 minutes, when you wake up, then let your books or magazine or whatever it is you plan to read be readily available beside you. It's not that you wake up and you start to look for what to read. You don't need to feel ready. Act anyway, feelings will catch up. Showing up at 50% is much more better than waiting to be 100% ready. Progress beats perfection every single time. When discipline becomes who you are, your actions begin to align naturally. Whenever you are confused or you don't know what to do, just ask yourself, what would a disciplined version of me do right now? And then go ahead and do it. No matter how small it is, just go ahead and do it. Why? Because identity shapes behavior. A lot of people quit too soon. Well, discipline builds by tracking effort, not outcome. Results usually comes after you have become disciplined, not before. Mark the date or those days that you have been consistently working on achieving your goals. Reward effort. Discipline isn't built in one day. It's built on small, consistent actions done daily. Consistency creates growth, and growth changes your life. Keep growing. Keep being consistent. Keep building momentum. Thank you for watching. If this has helped you in any way, like it. Let me see your comment. I read all comments. Subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation. Also remember to share it with friends, colleagues, and family. Until I come your way again with another wonderful episode of Mindset Growth. It's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye. Most people think transforming your life requires total overhaul. Spending hours in the gym, waking up as early as 4 a.m., and doing a lot of things. But they are wrong. The truth? That's exactly why most people fail. Why? Well, they do too much, and every setback feels like the end of the road. What if I told you that most successful people on earth don't do more, they just do things differently? Well, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the one resilience secret that turns every failure into a massive comeback. This isn't just a habit. It's a mental shift that only takes 600 seconds a day. So if you're ready to stop letting setbacks win, let's dive in. Most people fail at personal growth because they think it requires total identity shift overnight. Trying to change everything all at once, career, mindset, diet, everything all at once. Come on, that's too much. The science of a growth mindset proves that your brain doesn't need an hour-long overhaul. It needs 10 minutes span. Today, I'm showing you the exact 10 minutes daily protocol that separates the top 1% from everyone else. This isn't about productivity. It's about mindset transformation. Well, we rely on motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. True growth is built on systems, not willpower. When you commit to just 10 minutes, you bypass your brain's natural resistance to change. You are telling your subconscious, I am the type of person who always shows up. Spend your first 3 minutes to what Dr. Carol Dweck refers to as the power of yet. Close your eyes for a bit. Identify one thing that you have been struggling with. Instead of, I can't do this, tell yourself, I can't do this yet. This small linguistic shift literally rewires your neural pathways from a fixed to a growth mindset. Your mindset is a product of your inputs. For 4 minutes during your lunch break or your afternoon slump, replace doom scrolling with intentional learning. Listen to 4 minutes of a mindset podcast or read one page of a philosophy book. By doing this, you're feeding your brain with the growth evidence it needs to stay motivated. Before bed, do a 3-minute audit. Write down 3 wins from the day, no matter how small. This trains your reticular activating system to scan for opportunities and growth tomorrow, instead of focusing on mistakes or lack. Here's the secret most motivation channel won't tell you. It will be pointless at first. On day 1, nothing changes. On day 10, still nothing changes. But by day 30, the compound interest of these 10 minutes creates a version of you that is unrecognizable. Consistency is the ultimate flex. If you want more understanding, you need to watch my video. Stop overthinking and procrastinating. Act now for success. The link is somewhere here. Or here, somewhere on the screen. Thank you for watching. If this video has resonated with you, like it. Share it with someone that needs to watch it. If you are yet to subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation, please go ahead and do that. Remember to turn on the notification button so that you get a first-hand notification when a new video comes up. If you like this video, comment. I am growing. I read all comments. I want to read from you. Note this. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is the 10 minutes that you have right now. See you in the next video, episode 6, which is titled, Stop Letting Setbacks Destroy You, the Resilience Secret. So see you. See ya. Time out. Bye-bye. Resilience is what keeps you moving forward when motivation is gone. Welcome to the 6th episode of Rewire Your Mind for Growth series. And we're talking about not allowing setbacks destroy you. At times, we plan, we strategize, we project, we just juxtapose, and, well, somehow, life happens. Things do not go the way we have planned it. So yes, what we're saying is that life at times does not go as planned. But then, you shouldn't just leave it like that. That's where being resilient comes in. Yes, there may be delays, setbacks, disappointments, failures, stuff like that. We need to keep getting up, keep moving forward. Resilience is not about avoiding setbacks. Rather, it is about, in spite of it all, you need to keep going back, moving forward. In this video, we want to learn how to turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's go into it deeper. We want to learn how to handle failures, how to handle disappointments, and how to keep going forward. We want to learn how to deal with delayed success. Then again, we're going to look into how successful people think under pressure. How to build real emotional endurance. Because growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in recovery. Being resilient does not mean you do not feel the pain or that you don't feel discouraged. Resilience doesn't mean life is always easy. Resilience simply means though you bend, but you don't break. It also means you fail, but you also find a way to rise again. You get hit, but always get up, keep moving. The truth actually is that most people fail, not because they are weak, it's because they stop trying. It's what allows you to grow through what you go through. Failure isn't the enemy. Failure is feedback. Failure is education. is redirection. The greatest mistake isn't falling. Rather, it is when you fall and you think you are finished. Say this with me. Failure is an event, not my identity. Successful people don't avoid failure. They don't run away when they fail. They learn from it. They become curious. They want to know. They ask, what did this setback teach me? They want to know, why did I fail? They begin to ask. They go into research. They get into finding out. Look for solution. What should I do next time? What do I do differently to avoid failure? Failure becomes powerful when you refuse to waste the lesson. The path with success is paved with mistakes, but also with persistence. Sometimes the hardest part of the journey is waiting. Waiting when you're working so hard. Waiting when you're trying your best. Waiting when others seem way ahead of you. Waiting when progress feels slow. Delay doesn't mean denial. What looks like being delayed may simply be in development. Success or growth takes time. So why this? Well, let's talk about plants, for instance. The roots must first deepen before the fruit can begin to appear. Emotional maturity is like this, saying to yourself, though I may not be where I want yet, but definitely I am growing. Saying, I am learning, recognizing that you are actually improving. There must be some improvement, even though minimal. So you say to yourself, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm not quitting. So resilience is by you staying faithful, staying committed, stay patient to the mission. Because consistency don't always show loudly like that, but then it shows. Consistency always produces something, even if you don't see it yet. Keep looking, you'll see it. Let's look at how successful people think when they're under pressure. Resilient, successful people do not think, why is this happening to me? Rather, they wonder what they can do to forge ahead. They begin to wonder, what is this trying to teach me? They shift from victim mindset to growth mindset. Under pressure, they stay calm, not reactive. They pause, they breathe, they assess the situation. They focus on what they can control. Their effort, their attitude, their discipline, their decisions. Successful people refuse to quit emotionally. They may rest, but they don't quit. You find successful people saying things like, this is a chapter, not the whole story. Resilience is mental strength built through practice, not personality. Here are practical ways to grow your resilience muscle. Allow yourself to feel, then choose your response, the right response, appropriate response. It's okay to feel hot, feel sad, feel frustrated, but don't stay there. Feel it, process it, then move forward intentionally. Find out, check if you are growing. Ask yourself, am I even growing? Even a little. Like this, you need to keep tab on your growth. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small improvements, even just a little, build strong resilience. It encourages you to keep going. Learn to always talk to yourself, not at yourself. Tell yourself, I am growing. Your inner voice matters a lot. So always talk to yourself, not at yourself. Instead of saying, I'm a failure, tell yourself, I am growing, even it may be small. Your words shape your endurance. Build recovery habits. Resilience requires refueling, not just pushing. Prioritize rest, prayers, mindfulness, learning, healthy routines, reflections. Take time to reflect, always reflect. Strong minds are rested minds. Surround yourself with strength. Your environment either weakens you or strengthens you. Try to always stay around encouraging voices, growth-minded people who won't let you quit on yourself. People who always encourage you, even those who challenge you to keep going, are important. Community supports resilience. When the journey feels heavy, return to the beginning. Remember your why. Why did you even start? Return to your purpose. Who are you becoming? What are you building? What future are you building for yourself? Why this? Because purpose fuels endurance. When you remember your why, this will give you strength. A resilient mindset declaration. Say this slowly. I am resilient. Setbacks do not define me. Delays do not break me. Failure does not stop me. I grow, I learn, I rise every single time. Let this truth live in you. Note this, life will test you, but every setback comes with two choices. Either it breaks you or it builds you. Therefore, today, I want you to choose growth. Growth that will help you to keep determining, to keep moving forward in spite of whatever. Strength isn't built in comfort. It is built in challenge. If this episode helped you, I would love to hear from you. What setback are you turning into a comeback? Let me know in the comments. I read all comments. And if you're committed to developing a growth-driven mindset, hit the like button. Subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation. New video drops every Thursday. Remember to like, comment, share it to your friends, neighbors, families, co-workers, and everyone. Let me know how the previous episodes have resonated with you. This is episode 6. See you in episode 7. Until I come your way with another wonderful video of mine. It's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye. Have you ever paused and really asked yourself, who am I becoming? Not just what am I becoming, but who is my future self? Am I living in alignment with that person from now? The truth is, your life is always moving in the direction of the person you're becoming. In this final episode of the Rewire Your Mind for Growth series, we're talking about vision, purpose, identity, service, and intentionally designing a growth-driven life. This final episode is about transformation, alignment, becoming. I urge you to take a deep breath, relax, and let's step into your future self together. One of the deepest human needs is direction. Without direction, one will just be drifting in circles. Without vision, we don't drift forward, we drift in circles. Vision isn't fantasy. Vision is actually about clarity about who you really want to become. It sounds something like this. I want to become disciplined. I want to become generous. I want to become kind. I want to become honest. I want to become peaceful. I want to become bold. I want to become excellent. I want to become dependable. Vision is about identity, not possessions. Cars get old, titles fade, followers disappear. The only thing that lasts is who you have eventually become. So I want you to ask yourself right now, who would people say I had become if my life ended in old age? Kind, strong, wise, courageous, a servant leader, faith-filled, a light to others. That is your true vision. And when your true vision is rooted in character, your life gains direction, and direction gives you peace. You do not grow into your goals, rather you grow into your identity. So, if you see yourself as being inconsistent, you will behave inconsistently. But when your identity shifts, your behavior follows. Note this, people don't just quit bad habits, rather they outgrow them. Instead of you to say, I'm trying to be disciplined, you could say, I'm someone who honors my commitments. Instead of you saying, I am trying to be confident, you could say, I am someone who shows up even when I feel afraid. Identity, not effort, drives transformation. Every day ask yourself, what would my future self do right now? Let me tell you, your future self wakes up with intention, speaks with grace, chooses growth over comfort, acts with integrity, takes responsibility, builds instead of complains, serves instead of competes. And the more you act like that person now, the faster you become that person. Most people don't live intentionally. They live reactively. They don't choose their emotions, their thoughts, their decisions. Life just happens to them. But intentional living sounds like, I choose what I focus on. I choose what I feed my mind on. I choose to grow every day. Your life isn't an accident. Your life is not random. You are not drifting. Every choice today is a vote for the future you're building. So be intentional about how you spend your time, what you feed your mind on, the words you speak, the people you surround yourself with, the values you live by. Whether you notice it or not, you are rehearsing the future every single day. Let's talk about meaning. True growth isn't about you becoming stronger, winning, becoming better, succeeding. Rather, it's about making others better because you existed. Purpose isn't about fame, not about applause. Rather, it's about service. Purpose is found in service. Purpose sounds like, because I lived, somebody learned. Because I lived, somebody healed. Because I lived, somebody became better. Because I lived, somebody grew. Because I lived, somebody believed in themselves. Because I lived, somebody saw kindness, consistency, love. Service gives meaning to growth. When your growth stops being about you, then you become unstoppable. Here are 5 daily identity questions to live by. Who am I becoming? What habits today supports that identity? What mindset do I need to release? Who can I serve or encourage today? Did I live aligned or am I on autopilot? Imbibe this one powerful practice. Future self-alignment exercise. Every morning, ask, what would my future self do today? And then do one thing in alignment to that answer. Daily alignment creates lifelong transformation. Even though this is the final episode of the series, Rewire Your Mind for Growth, but know that is the beginning of a new version of you. A you with vision, identity, purpose, resilience, intention, growth, self-awareness, compassion, purpose, discipline, and most importantly, a heart set on becoming, not just appearing. Finally, let me just say, you don't have to rush. You just have to grow every day. Keep becoming, keep building, keep honoring the future you. Your life is a gift. Make it count. Not just for you, but for everyone your life will touch. If this episode or this series has spoken to you, like it, comment, subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation. Subscribe for more growth-driven content. Don't forget to share this episode with someone who needs growth direction. Remember, you're not behind because I'm cheering for you. Keep building, keep going, keep working, work smart, don't just work hard. Keep watching ChristyNuga Motivation for content on motivation, personal growth, mindset growth. Again, with a full video on personal growth and mindset growth. It's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye.